Hey guys, sorry, I didn't mean to say that, I didn't mean to misgender everybody watching this video, but today we're gonna be taking a look at something that is absolutely ridiculous. There's a new video from the folks over at Now This Opinions, which when you combine those three words and that exact phrasing in that exact order, you pretty much can almost guarantee that it's just gonna be some hot slopped garbage on the timeline, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, so, unfortunately, on my timeline last night, it was getting late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Your boy was just sitting there, enjoying some Dragon Ball Z, and guess what? This shows up out of nowhere. I was not happy about that. I was actually very upset about that, because I had to see this for myself. Dude, I was so depressed. What you're about to see, I'm just warning you, it's horrible. It's stupid. It really is, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I forced that one. I really did. I forced that one in there. But you get the point. So, apparently saying you guys is like the new worst thing ever to these people, so I'm just gonna put it in as much as I can in this video, just to upset them. I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I'm sorry, I gotta keep doing it, but you can't say, hey guys, you gotta stop it. You need to learn to stop misgendering, you need to learn to start addressing everybody in the room, you're hurting people's feelings, be a good person, stop being bad. Well anyway, let's take a look at this video, and let's get our learning caps on here for a minute, and see what's really up, because apparently we've been messing up this whole time here.
Hey guys, welcome back to Now This.
Oh my god, we're already off course here, whoa, we're off the road, what's going on here? So, the first thing she says is literally, hey guys, after the whole video is why you might want to stop using hey guys. I wonder why that was. Huh.
Guys is a simple term. It could mean boys, or if you're modern, hip, it means people. At first glance, guys seems inviting, friendly, maybe warm, even comedic at times.
Thank you for letting me know what that means. I'm glad that you gave me an explanation. I really needed you to tell me what that word means. I'm really happy about that. See, this is actually really ironic, to me at least, because she just said that, right? She just said that, you know, it means boys, but if you're modern or hip, it means people. But for the next 4.5 minutes of this video, they go on this tirade about why it's the worst thing ever, and why you should never use it because, even though in modern context it means people, you're misgendering everybody, and it shouldn't be used as a message to address people. Why is that though?
But it, like many male default terms, should not be normalized as an all-encompassing phrase, innocent as it may seem. While we may understand the word means no real harm, with a deeper look, you'll understand that we've been ignoring the cognitive impact on women as well as gender non-conforming folks by only explicitly addressing the male-identifying individuals present.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. If you as a woman have ever been offended by the phrase you guys, to the point that it like personally bothers you or it hurts your feelings that somebody didn't say like you guys and girl or something stupid like that, then maybe you're just not cut out for society, because if you really think people need to bend around that much to conform to you as a person, you got another thing coming when it comes down to how the real world's gonna treat you. Sorry, not sorry, but that's just not how the real world works.
The meaning of guys has changed over time. According to the Washington Post, etymologists believe it began in the 17th century with a guy named Guy Fawkes, a participant in the failed 1605 gunpowder plot. He only barely escaped a brutal execution by jumping off a scaffold and breaking his neck. For the next few centuries, those who likened him in fashion, appearance, or intellect were referred to as guys. Eventually, according to the Boston Globe, the term broadened to describe creepy people, then to a generic term for men, and now, some would say, a gender-neutral phrase.
Oh great, now we're getting a really horrible history lesson from these people about, well, I can't say guys, about Guy Fawkes. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do on my beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Awesome. I love how they say, some would say, a gender-neutral phrase, as if almost everyone doesn't use the phrase. I don't think I've ever heard nobody ever use it. Like, literally almost everyone I've ever met ever, including almost every female I've ever met, has said you guys, regardless of who they're talking to. I've seen females speak to all female groups and say you guys. So I don't understand, like, what the big deal is here. Like, where I think maybe you're making a bigger deal out of nothing than, what the problem actually is here. Or, of course, maybe the 99.9% of people here who actually don't see a problem with this very innocent phrase that you've even admitted there's actually no real harm behind, they're actually the ones who have the problem, and you're the one who, even though you're the only person here seeing the problem, you're the one in the right, and we're all the wrong ones here. Yeah, that's the one that most likely makes the most sense, right?
For decades, we have set a standard of only addressing the men in the room. Of course, we claim it's colloquial, but with our elevated knowledge and inclusive perspective, it just seems lazy, inconsiderate, and a small part of what reinforces the gender hierarchy today. How is one to feel empowered to speak or assert themselves when upon greeting, they're misgendered or even ignored in language?
This doesn't even make any sense, because you're acting as if, like, the phrase "you guys," like you just admitted earlier, that has become like a gender-neutral term according to whatever, you're saying here. You're acting like that's not used to address literally anyone regardless of gender. I can use that to address all women. I can use that, like, I can go to a group of 47,000 women in a stadium and be like, "Hey, what's going on, you guys?" And they can all be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Optimus?" That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't matter what gender they are. I can still use that phrase to address them regardless. We have this history of using this to only address the men in the room. That's pretty odd that, it's used to address literally everybody.
Please note, you're not a bad feminist if you're comfortable with using the phrase guys. There are larger issues that we, the feminists, need to combat. Reproductive rights, rape culture, violence against women, LGBTQ rights, and the general reprogramming of most people's minds when it comes to the valuation of women in society.
So you even admit that there are much bigger issues that feminists need to be tackling in society, yet you're just sitting here complaining about the fact that people, even feminists, say "you guys." I think that maybe videos like this are probably why feminists are not taken seriously whatsoever by anybody really except for feminists. The only people I ever see take seriously are feminists. Even women that I know who aren't feminists laugh at feminists because of stuff like this. You'll see these videos pop up and they're just, this is almost like a comedy sketch. It's so poorly made, so poorly thought out. Like, you have to be kidding, right? But no, these people are not this is serious. This is not a joke. These people legitimately believe that this is a problem that needs to be addressed in our society. They're not kidding. They really believe that saying "you guys" is something that must be stopped. And also, let's never use the phrase "we need to be reprogramming people's minds" ever again. I don't care what the whole, I don't care what your message is. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, what argument you're using. You could be fighting for the best purpose ever. You could be fighting to defend all puppies on Earth from being saved from the fires of hell. Don't ever say you're gonna reprogram people's minds. Ever. That sounds like something the Nazis would have said back during, like, the Holocaust. We're going to reprogram people's minds and we're gonna make them believe in, whatever. Don't ever say something like that. If I was having a face-to-face conversation with somebody about literally any political beliefs, and they told me, "Yeah, well, my political party believes in the general reprogramming of the population's minds to believe in our side of things," I would never talk to that person ever again.
I'm not offended, per se, if someone lumps me in with the guys. I'm sure there's really no malintent. In fact, if you and your friends want to freely address each other, by all means. I just want you to know that you're one small step away from making a more conscious effort to dismantle the patriarchy. Don't believe me? Try walking into a room full of cisgender heterosexual men and triumphantly announce, "Hey gals, okay girls, thanks sis." I'm sure within 10 minutes, if not seconds, at least one person will correct you.
You say, if you want to actually test this whole thing, go into a room full of, cisgender heterosexual men and say something like, "What's up, sis?" Well, the funny thing is I've actually done this before. You can go up to a straight guy or anything like that and be like, "That's the T, sis." Pretty much any time that ever happens, they will not react in the way that you're acting that they will react. They'll just go, "Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny." I mean, if you're acting like a group of straight guys have never been in a situation where they've ever, even thought about the idea of saying like, hey, what's going on, girls? Or hey, what's up, sis? Like if you've never thought that any straight guy has ever made a joke like that ever, maybe you've never been around a straight person in your life, but yeah, it's happened once or twice before. And shocker, straight people don't often just go, oh man, did you really just call me a girl, bro? Did you really just call me sis, bro? That's not how we react at all, because in reality, 99.9% of us are so comfortable with our sexuality, we really don't care. It's not that big of a deal with us.
So what can you do? Substitute one hey guys with a simple good morning everyone. Hi y'all, folks, everybody, scholars, team if you're at work, campers if you're in the forest, bayhive because it's always appropriate. You can also just find ways to insert people's names and address everyone present. And when in doubt, say nothing at all. Hey.
I don't necessarily have a huge problem with this. I mean, I guess if you want to dodge around people's feelings, you can feel free to substitute these things in and, dodge around their feelings if you think that they'll get offended over the words, hey guys. But if you think that they're a normal human being and you think that two words that are so painless will just, go completely through their radar and won't hurt them at all, yeah, just feel free to be a normal person and say, oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Chances are they're not going to cry or report you to the police or anything because, well, most people don't act that way. But then again, it's 2019, man, and, well, apparently now this felt the need to make this video, so...
I challenge you to take an extra 0.5 seconds to think about what comes out of your mouth before you say it.
No, I challenge you to take an extra 0.5 seconds to think about what comes out of your mouth before you say it, because had you done that, maybe this video would not exist.
Somewhere along the way, hey, you may slip a guy out or two, but thank you in advance for trying. You can say that all of this is silly or too PC, but there are always larger societal implications of language, the way we use it and weaponize it. Face it, the things we do and say matter. So if you do nothing else, repeat after me. I am powerful.
Dude, the way she's making it sound like you're like about to fart after Taco Bell, dude. It's like you might slip one or two out here during here and there, but, at least you'll be trying. And one or two might slip out, maybe take a gas pill in the morning. It's like, relax. She's making it out like this is like a forbidden phrase. And then we end this whole thing off with the whole I am powerful thing. You're so powerful that the phrase hey guys can just cripple you to the point that you had to let us know how offensive it was. You know what I'm saying? This is just ridiculous, man. Like we've just gotten to a ridiculous point. I don't know. The humans are regressing, man. We are regressing as a society. The evidence is clear. We might be, getting better medicine. The technology might be progressing. The population's booming and everything. We're going forward like that. Our space technology is doing great. We might have people on Mars in a couple decades, but is it worth it at this point? Look at this and tell me it's worth it. I don't know what else to say, man.